you and I are movie fans, old movies, and when you see something like Blazing Saddles, Animal House, The Producers, a lot of Mel Brooks material, you know that that couldn't be made today. I mean, the studios would never go for it, correct?
Well, that's one thing, Bill, but the grievance archaeology that's going on right now is amazing to me. The people who go back and dig in things from the past, it's like going back and, unearthing King Tut and wondering why he's not dressed in contemporary clothes. Let's face facts. There's been crap all through human history. There's been indignities and hate and mistakes and oversights and abhorrences all throughout human history. And there's enough things on our plate today that we should come together and kind of do a fireman's carry to kind of eradicate. But if somebody wants to come up to me and say, hey, you know what I'd like to do today? I'd like to go back and, find out why Bing Crosby was in blackface in the movie Holiday Inn. They can do it if they want. It's not my thing. Let's say this: man has screwed up throughout history. All men have screwed up throughout history. And I don't have time, quite frankly, but I hate it when forward-looking people are always telling me how they're going to go back in time to right wrongs.
Now, I think that's a very astute analysis because it's a total waste of time. It's boring, but it's also limiting our freedom of speech. Now, you've made a nice living over, I think you're what, 82 years old now? So that's
83. 83
okay.
years
So we're talking
old,
60
Bill.
plus years that you've made a nice living with your mouth. With your mouth. With saying irrelevant things, irreverent things, not irrelevant, irreverent things, all right? But now you can't do that. I mean, not only you, Dennis Miller, but it's so boring. It's I was talking to somebody about the Killing Crazy Horse, and I was saying, I take you and I put you right in the teepee. Can I say teepee? Is that allowed anymore? It's really this cancel culture of all of this stuff that's going on now. I think this is the most dangerous because it shuts down creative speech. It shuts down robust debate. And, when I'm watching TV now, watching these commentators, I mean, these people are like, they say at the end of the day 50 times, and they're petrified to say anything. Have you noticed that?
Well, let's just say this. If I were you and I was coming out with that book today, I would call it Emotionally Stunted and for Just Cause Horse instead of Crazy Horse, because that's where we're at right now. We're going to go back and say, we're not going to talk about the whole incident through a historical prism. We're going to go back and say, why would you denigrate the man by calling him Crazy Horse? It's
that's what his mom named him. So we'd have to cancel. We'd have to cancel his mom. His mom's canceled.
Well, you have to wonder. You have to page Dr. Freud or the Oedipus complex when your mother literally brings you into the world and immediately pronounces you Crazy Horse. It must have been a breech birth. He must have come out sideways. That's a rough name right out of the blocks.
Yeah, I know. And it was unfair. And if there's any statue of Crazy Horse's mom, it's got to come down, Miller. Last word.
All I know is this: life on a day-to-day basis has ups and downs in the moment. I don't need to get into the Rod Taylor time machine and go back to Bedrock to see if Fred's working too many hours at the rock quarry with Barney Rubble. Okay? We got enough problems today. Let's say that happened. We can't go back. Let's figure out where we go from here. And I think there is progress being made.
All right, Dennis Miller in the bunker in California, everyone, where I'd be if I were out there. Hey, we'll talk to you again soon, Miller. Thanks a lot for helping us out today.
Good to see you, Billy O.
Bill O'Reilly is back on TV and only on The First. No Spin News, every weeknight at 8 p.m. Eastern, only on The First.